Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode in my WWE Universe mode. I don't know what the hell I clicked there, my bad, I pressed edit by mistake, the controller moved out of my hand, but of course, today it is a very special episode. We are just coming off of the heels of, you know what, it was our Over the Limit pay-per-view. Make sure to go back and check it out. It was a star-studded night. We had an amazing pay-per-view. I think that top to bottom, that was a really cool show. We've got a ton of brand new champions coming out of that pay-per-view, and of course, today we set our foot towards Capital Punishment. So speaking of brand new champions, we saw The Miz regain his Intercontinental Championship against Ryback. We saw Primo and Epico become new tag team champions. We saw The Rock turn his back on the WWE Universe and defeat CM Punk and become the WWE Champion. Tonight, speaking of that, our main event of the evening will feature a one-on-one contest between CM Punk and Triple H to find out the #1 contender for the WWE Championship come Capital Punishment. So we've got a stacked night for you, and let's kick this show off. First off, we have Antonio Cesaro being unsuccessful. I mean, what the heck? To Yoshitatsu. Yoshitatsu shows up out of nowhere and really took advantage of the overconfident and cocky Antonio Cesaro, who tonight, after his good little streak going, loses to Yoshitatsu, and Yoshitatsu maybe will be able to build some momentum off of this match. Our triple threat match to set up the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. Ryback has been fed tonight as he defeats the one and only Zack Ryder and David Otunga in a triple threat contest to become the #1 contender for the Miz's Intercontinental Championship. So we will see those two go to war once again. Alrighty, look at this. We've got a nice little rematch from 2 weeks ago as the Chain Gang soldier John Cena, the leader I should say, takes on the Big Red Machine Kane once again. And this time around, the Big Red Machine prevails and is able to roll on. And look at that. Zack Ryder is going to be acting double duty tonight as he has to team up with Santino Marella as well to take on Primo and Epico after Primo and Epico have been allowed by our general managers to choose their challengers tonight. Primo and Epico, of course, winning the tag team titles this past Sunday on Over the Limit. A tremendous tag team contest. Quite possibly my favorite wrestling match for that particular night. An amazing tag team contest. Make sure to go check out the pay-per-view just for that. But of course, we've got the champions in action tonight, and the champions continue with their amazing momentum as Primo and Epico defeat Santino Marella and Zack Ryder. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our main event of the evening, as it will be CM Punk taking on Triple H to find out who will be the #1 contender for The Rock's WWE Championship at Capital Punishment. It should be a tremendous contest. CM Punk has been, let's just say very loud on Twitter, crying, not necessarily crying, but I don't want to say whining either, but basically he has made his opinion heard, and he has voiced and said multiple times that he feels that once again he's been screwed out of the WWE title. The referee should have disqualified The Rock after The Rock assaulted the referee and attempted to defeat CM Punk via using a belt and a chair. Really something that Punk felt was inconsistent and not fair to him. And I feel that I have to disagree. I have to agree with him. Sorry, I should say. And honestly, I was surprised by the way that the referee reacted. That he did not disqualify The Rock. I was more surprised, of course, by the actions of The Rock as CM Punk hits a big, nice neckbreaker to open up the match. And look at this frustration shown by CM Punk early on. Of course, Punk in a very highly physical matchup against The Rock this past Sunday. But this is his chance to regain the #1 contender spot if he can defeat Triple H here tonight. Look at that! Wow! And that's a great way to get to that goal, of course. Gets himself a quick 1 count there. But if he can defeat Triple H here tonight, and vice versa for Triple H, this applies as well. Either man can defeat the other man here tonight, we'll see a brand new champion. My God, look at Punk. Punk, even though he was in an amazingly physical match, look at him diving to the outside with a big neck breaker delivered to the game Triple H. And now look at this. Uh-oh. And now Punk is in a lot of trouble. Triple H seems to have gotten the advantage here. And look at this. Bam. Nice headbutt from Triple H. Not something that we see often from the game. And now look at the game. I don't think that either Punk or the game realized, oh God, look at that. Punk's knees ram right into those steel steps. Of course, he historically, oh God, and again, he has had problems with his knee. So interestingly enough, what the hell was that? That was a very oddballish thing. I do not think that I had ever seen that happen, but it looks like Punk almost just barely was able to roll into the ring on time, just attempting to make sure that he's inside the ring before he gets counted out. Of course, wouldn't want to lose his #1 contender spot that way. He's trying to regain advantage using his diversified attack. Speaking of diversified attack, my goodness, what a maneuver there by Punk. And now Punk again with that neck breaker. Effective once again. Very impressive here, Punk. 1. Oh, and he can't even get a 1 out of the game. The game just not showing any tolerance. Sorry, showing a tremendous tolerance for Punk's maneuvers here, but at the same time showing no respect to CM Punk. Of course, the game and Punk have had previously a very heated feud, and the game was able to come on top, so it will be interesting to see if CM Punk has improved enough to this point that he will be able to defeat the game. Look at that. Punk showing the game that he can wrestle circles around him, literally and figuratively. And now look at this. Punk, nice. Look at that offense. CM Punk was a champion for such a long time. It was phenomenal. But now it is the Brahma Bull who has that belt. And of course, the Brahma Bull came out here early tonight talking about why he did what he did last night. And he basically said, I don't know how much I have to respect what he said, but basically what The Rock said was that he felt that the fans betrayed him. He felt that here he was trying to gain the respect of the fans night in and night out, wrestling amazing matches against Kane and such, and I felt that the fans were respecting The Rock. I don't know where he got this crazy idea that the fans had turned on him, but he says that that night when he teamed up with Randy Orton, he realized that the fans do not value him as a talent, and I think that that is absolutely ludicrous. Saying something like that by The Rock, I think that that is an absolutely obnoxious statement for him to make. And look at this, Punk with a big neck breaker. But, I mean, look, he has his own opinion, and if he feels that that's what the fans have done, then that's what he feels. Nice, look at that. CM Punk starting to roll here. Punk starting to supply an amazing amount of offense here towards Triple H. Triple H is in big trouble. Look at this now. Punk, bam, gets a good kick in and then follows that up with a big neck breaker off the ropes. And, of course, unfortunately, I should say, for Punk, the ropes were involved once again. Oh God, look at that. He misses his lariat kick, but he follows up a nice Hurricanrana. Man, you don't see Punk hit that move very often, but Punk with another quick cover. 1. That's all he's able to get out of the game. Punk with a good elbow to the face of the game, and now look at these double chops, but now the game firing back and has got Punk in a hold here, and a big knee right to the sternum of CM Punk. Punk now trying to follow up. Oh, misses that kick. The game slides right out, and now Punk, my God, look at that. CM Punk has awakened the brand new demon within himself. I mean, you want to, ladies and gentlemen, I just watched The Hobbit, and there is a, you know, Gollum is a very prominent character within the Lord of the Rings universe. But I think that CM Punk is the Golem of the WWE, and I hope to God that he did not just hear me say that, but I mean, the guy is just obsessed with that WWE Championship. He will do anything and everything that is required of him to win that title. And there he goes with the big lariat. Finally, he nails it. And he says that it's night time. He says that it is time to go to sleep. It is time for the game to go to sleep. And he hits him with a big elbow. Uh-oh, the game counters. It doesn't look like Punk is able to actually follow through on his intentions there. Sorry about that, guys. My bad there for that cough. And now the game is heading to the top rope, and the game decides not to do that. I think that that was a smart move, but now he eats a big lariat again. Oh God, what a DDT. That was a lot of damage right on the neck of the former WWE champion CM Punk. An amazing main event for you here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. 2 former World Heavyweight Champions and WWE Champions going at it here to decide who will be the #1 contender. The Rock says he simply doesn't care. The Rock says that at this point, he's defeated Punk. Oh God, look at that Punk shoulder first into the steel post. But he says that he has defeated Punk. He has defeated Triple H in the past, and he knows that he can do it again. So it will be very intriguing to see how things unfold here tonight and how they will unfold leading into Capital Punishment. Oh, look at that now. Punk sent into the corner. Triple H with the big, oh, look at that tribute there. Oh, God, what is Triple H going? It looks like Triple H is about to get fired up here, but Punk reverses it, and now Punk sending him to the top rope. What's he going for now? Punk with the big right hand. He says, you're not going to have any of that satisfaction. Bam! High impact move from CM Punk, who now picks up the game, and now CM Punk is back on the roll. Punk sends him into the ropes. Oh, here's that Bulldog. The Bulldog delivered to Triple H. Oh, Triple H is busted wide open. Look at the canvas. He's bleeding on the canvas. My God. Triple H is bleeding on the canvas. And Punk has got him up. Can he hit the GTS? Can he do it? Bam. See ya later. Good night. This has got to be it. This has got to be it. There is no way that Triple H is kicking out of that one. Punk taking a little bit too much time there with the count. But can he still get it? Yes, he does. CM Punk is the #1 contender for the WWE Championship. My goodness, what a match. CM Punk still in top form, and CM Punk is coming after his WWE title. Whoa, that's Kane. Kane defeated John Cena here tonight. What the hell is Kane doing here? That's Kane, and Punk is calling him right into the ring. My goodness, that's Kane though. What are we going to see next time? My God, tune in next time for another Raw to find out what happens next. Alrighty, well, that was a pretty solid episode of Raw. Definitely good way to kick things off for Capital Punishment. We've got our #1 contender, CM Punk, Mr. Coverboy for WWE 13 himself, and we will see him take on The Rock in a rematch, in a highly anticipated rematch at this point. A lot of people called BS on the pay-per-view, and a lot of people are not happy with the fact that how The Rock acted. People are not proud to call him the People's Champion anymore, but that is something that he has said he simply doesn't care about. But look at this, we've got our Smackdown show now. Look at this, our opening match of the night will feature the return of the one and only X-Pac as he takes on Hunico, and he is successful in his return to the WWE ring. He is able to defeat the former #1 contender for the Cruiserweight title, something that will be very, very good for X-Pac if he could get on a roll and get to a position where he could contend against Cody Rhodes. That will be definitely something that I would like to see in the future. Next up, we had Rikishi defeat the one-man band himself, Heath Slater. A tremendous match, honestly surprises a lot of people. Rikishi showcasing again an amazing variety of attacks, especially for a man the size that he is. And next up, we've got the Usos taking on Team Cobra to find out the #1 contenders for the tag team titles. And look at that, Jimmy and Jey Uso finally listened to the critics. They finally joined forces, and it pays off, ladies and gentlemen. It pays like crazy. Jimmy and Jey now position themselves to take on Primo and Epico at Capital Punishment, something that I am very excited about seeing. I am definitely excited to see the brothers Jimmy and Jey Uso take on Primo and Epico. Should be a tremendous match, and we'll definitely enjoy seeing that down the line. Next up, we've got Christian and Cody Rhodes going to war. Rhodes again, just on an amazing tear. Cody Rhodes just spectacular with that Cruiserweight title, able to just day in and day out, every week on Smackdown, he's just getting better and better. I cannot wait to see how things unfold for Cody Rhodes. The Cruiserweight champion maintains amazing momentum and is able to defeat Christian here in our co-main event of the night. And our main event of the night is going to feature the one and only Kurt Angle. A lot of people, I guess, wanted to see Kurt Angle compete. And again, guys, as you know, I do not make the matches for SmackDown. SmackDown is completely up to the Universe Mode to decide how the matches unfold. The only thing that I book is the Raw shows. So without further ado, let's get into our main event of the evening, as it will be Kurt Angle taking on Lord Tensai. Lord Tensai on a very good streak on SmackDown, doing a great job of setting himself up for potentially somewhere down the line a World Heavyweight Championship match. Kurt Angle also returning to the WWE here on the Blitzwinger channel. and doing a really great job of the first few weeks, being able to kind of pick things up again, really kind of pick up where he left off. And now look at him. He gets to main event Smackdown here tonight. A show that he really helped put on the map and really helped to make it more popular than it was, popularize it, I guess. And Kurt Angle, definitely, I'm excited to see him perform here in action tonight on SmackDown in the main event. How will Kurt fare against a much more dangerous opponent than the ones that he had faced off early on here? It will be very interesting to see. Maybe we could see a potential rematch down the line between Kurt and our brand new World Heavyweight Champion, Mark Henry. Kurt Angle sending Lord Tensai to the outside, but Tensai with a big elbow. My goodness, Tensai, the super heavyweight, a very dangerous threat for anybody. And look at this now. He's showcasing that by early on commanding. Wow, look at that kick. Commanding control over Kurt Angle here. And look at this now. Tensai looks to be setting up Angle for some big maybe. Oh, look at that. Nice power slam there by Lord Tensai. Lord Tensai, a very underappreciated talent in my mind. A talent that is definitely coming to his own over the last few weeks here on the Universe mode. Has started to rack up some wins. And again, just like Angle, he's got a great opportunity here tonight to potentially position himself to become the #1 contender or a contender for that prestigious World Heavyweight Championship. And look at that big headbutt. That big giant mug of Tensai's connects with the bald head of Kurt Angle, which is just about the only thing that these two share. And again, the power slam from Tensai to Kurt. And now look at this. Oh, God, look at that STO. My goodness. My God, look at this now. Tensai looks to be going for some sort of submission, maybe. Oh, look at this now. Kurt Angle, good chain wrestling here. Tremendous chain wrestling, but as I was saying, I mean, Kurt and Tensai couldn't be any different. One man is a very powerhouse, like driven opponent. That is, of course, Tensai, a much more brutal, kind of no BS type of performer. And then you've got Kurt Angle, who's a much more technical, very technical, potentially the greatest technician within the wrestling ring. And look at this now. Oh, and just when I speak about techniques, Angle goes back to the well, hits a big DDT. Oh, God, look at that tilt-a-whirl power slam delivered to him. Angle not in a good position, but now look at this. Big clothesline by Angle, and he delivers another one off the ropes, and a third here to Tensai. Now Tensai might be in a little bit of trouble, but now it's almost like Angle has just defied what I said. Now he goes to a much more physical style. The big bulldog from Kurt Angle delivered to Lord Tensai, and a big elbow to the back of the neck. I think that Angle realizes what it is that he's going to need to do to defeat the super heavyweight, who now takes control of the match again. And look at this. That's exactly what I was saying about the brutality of Tensai. Look at that. There was nothing pretty about that. Kurt attempting to go for a clothesline, and it does not pay off. But now Kurt Angle with a big kick now, trying to fight back. A couple of right hands here. He's connected with them. And look at this. What's he going for now? Can he pick up the big man? My God, what a snap suplex from the Olympian himself, Kurt Angle, who now looks to be setting him up for a big Russian leg sweep. Nice maneuver there from Kurt Angle. And now Angle, look at this. That's exactly what Angle should be doing. Picking up the pace to such an extent that you just simply cannot keep up with this man. I mean, even his age, taking that into account, the guy is still able to just wrestle like a machine. That's why they call him the wrestling machine. Oh, God, but he eats a big STO from the one and only Tensai, the big Japanese superstar, I should say. Very successful overseas. Tensai racked up a legendary status in Japan. Now he's trying to achieve the same type of status here. My God, look at this. Angle dodges the big clothesline, and now look at Angle. Angle with the big German suplexes. Something that we love to see. Something that everyone has missed. And now look at this. Angle setting something up. What's Angle going for? There it is. The Angle slam to the big man. He hits it. He hits it. This has got to be it. One. Oh my God. Tensai kicks out at one. Angle can't believe it. Look at these rights and left from Kurt Angle. He gets sent into the corner by Tensai. Tensai follows up with a big attack. Oh God, look at that. And now Tensai regains his momentum. My goodness, just when I thought Angle had him there with that Angle slam. Oh, look at this. Angle was playing possum. Angle could have possibly been playing possum. Angle heading to the top. I don't think he realizes that Tensai is there. My God. And now Angle eats a big right hand from Tensai, who's now setting him up for the big superplex. My goodness. Tensai Again, look at this. Oh, God, look at that. Very brutal there, very physical. Almost CM Punk-like. And look at those right hands. My God. My goodness. Tensai is so brutal here. And now look at this. Kurt. Oh, Kurt trying to fight out of that. Unable to do so. Unable to do so here. Oh, God. What's he going for now? Tensai. Tensai has got Kurt Angle in the submission hold. That is almost disrespectful to the Olympic athlete. I mean, the super heavyweight thinks he could tap the Olympic athlete. But that being said, he might very well be able to do that. I mean, he's a giant dude. And look at that now. Now Kurt is getting fired up. What's Kurt going for? Kurt with a big kick. And now Kurt with that combination. With that combination of German suplexes delivered to the big man Tensai. And now look at this. Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle symbolizing that this might be it. This might be it, ladies and gentlemen. What's he going for? There it is. The ankle lock. The ankle lock is locked in. The ankle lock is locked in on Tensai. Tensai is in a ton of trouble here. Tensai might just tap here. He's not tapping. My goodness. But now Angle going for the pin after that one. Oh my God. I cannot believe this, ladies and gentlemen. I genuinely cannot believe that Tensai is showing such an amazing amount of heart. And same goes for Kurt, who delivers a big DDT to Lord Tensai right in the middle of the ring there. Big elbows. Look at that. Kurt almost returning the favor. What a match, ladies and gentlemen. What a match here on Smackdown. Kurt Angle now. Big elbow. Nice Russian leg sweep. And Kurt Angle now. What's he going for? Going to the top rope. You do not see Kurt often up there, but when he goes up, it usually pays off. And he's going for another elbow drop. He misses the second. My God. My goodness. Uh-oh. What are we going to see here? Oh, look at this now. Tensai again for that submission. Going for that double chicken wing-like submission maneuver. Oh, no. Kurt might just tap here. Kurt might tap. Kurt is tapping. My God. Lord Tensai just submitted Kurt Angle in the middle of the ring. I did not imagine that we would ever see that. My goodness, who thought that we would see that? I think that no one in their wildest dreams would think that we would see Lord Tensai. Oh, it's just being confirmed to me. It's been confirmed that Kurt actually was simply, he was knocked out. Kurt went out. Kurt was just out. He didn't tap. He just went out completely. And look at Tensai. What the hell? Kurt Angle says, screw that, and just walks away. Kurt Angle might be just frustrated by the fact that he was unsuccessful here tonight against the better Tensai. But what a match, ladies and gentlemen. What an absolutely tremendous match to end off this episode of WWE Universe. A spectacular contest between the one and only, of course, Lord Tensai and Kurt Angle. But it will be definitely interesting to see where that positions Lord Tensai. He's not earned himself a spot within the top 5 contenders for the World Heavyweight Championship that is around Mark Henry's waist. We will find out how that will unfold on another episode of Smackdown, of course, down the line. But the interesting thing, as you can see, Cody Rhodes has now made his has thrown his name into the contenders hat. Definitely going to be interesting to see how that unfolds down the line. But there you have it, guys. That concludes another episode of WWE Universe Mode. Make sure to tune in next time as we continue our road to capital punishment. And of course, setting up, we've got already, set up quite a few spectacular matches, such as the rematch between CM Punk and The Rock. That will be an amazing program to see unfold in the weeks to come. Of course, we've got Jimmy and Jay Uso became the #1 contenders for the tag team titles, and on top of that, we are gonna see a rematch between Ryback and The Miz for the Intercontinental title. And on top of that, guys, that will be happening 2 weeks from today, meaning 2 episodes from today. So not at next Raw, but the Raw after that, we will see The Miz and Ryback main event Raw once again. And again, the Intercontinental Championship will be on the line. But I'm not going to spoil it, but there's going to be an interesting stipulation involved. Make sure to tune in next episode to find out what it will be. Peace out, guys. We'll see you later. Yay.